Hey guys, welcome back to another RecRoom tutorial. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a daily reward system inside of RecRoom with CV2. Here are the things you will need. As you can see, it's pretty simple. You'll need a button, a time get universal second, a int variable, an add chip, less than, and an if chip. Constructing everything is super easy too. The first step is to open your maker pen, and let's start with the button. We place it down. We can go to our configure tool and configure the button and change the message on this button. I'm going to change my button to say daily reward, and also I don't want it to make any noise when I click it, so I'm just going to turn that off. And if we go back to our maker pen, we can get a time universal second. This will get the exact amount of seconds since 1970. You can see it's counting up. If we get a add chip, we can add to the time get universal second. After adding our add chip, we will get a int variable, and we will connect it to the add chip. Then, if we configure the int variable, we can change the name of it to something that makes more sense. Daily reward claim time. Then after I click submit, I'm going to click cloud variable. And this means it will save whatever data I put into this variable, even if I leave the room. So if I set a number into it, and I leave and come back, that number will still be inside of this variable for me at all times. So after this, let's add a if chip, and we'll connect the if chip to the variable, and using our connect tool, we'll connect it to the button, and you'll see we have a blank boolean right now. This has nothing connected to it. It will always be false. So let's give it something to check. By using our less than, we will check if the number in the variable is less than the current universal second. By default, the time in the variable will be 0. And so obviously this number, which is huge, is going to be greater than the current universal second. We'll then connect the result to the input condition of the if chip. And this is it. Let me clean up my circuits a little bit. Perfect. And now we have all the chips we need and they're connected properly. However, if I click this, you'll see I can just keep clicking it and it doesn't matter, right? I can keep clicking it. It's gonna let me click it more often than just one time a day. So we want to set the delay for how long until they can click the button again. And so by using your connect tool, click on the second port of the add chip and you can type a number into here. Since we want it to be 24 hours, I need to put however many seconds are in 24 hours, which is this, if you want to do it yourself. And so the reason this works is because when I click this button, it checks on the if chip. If the number in this variable is less than the current universal second, if it is, it will set the universal second to be whatever the current time is plus 24 hours in seconds. And so if I try to click it again, obviously it hasn't been 24 hours since I last clicked it. So this number is going to be bigger than the current universal second. And so if you want to know how to use this in simple terms, whatever you connect to the output of this variable will only go off if they click it more than 24 hours later. And if you want some sort of warning for if they've clicked it too soon, just connect it to the else chip. Let me give you an example. So here's some extra chips. I painted them yellow, so it's clear that these are not important to the circuit. But you'll see this subtitle down here will go off if I've clicked the button too soon. and it simply just says that I've clicked the button in the last 24 hours and I need to come back tomorrow. But assuming I haven't, when I click this, it'll go through the if chip, come out of the variable, and it's showing me this subtitle, which says I've claimed my daily reward and I'm getting 15 points. Here are the points in this cloud variable, and it's adding it. And yes, this even works for if a player were to leave the room and come back. Because it is a cloud variable, that little cloud up there ensures that if I leave and come back, it still kept track of the time that I clicked the button and will not let me collect any rewards until a full 24 hours later. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next video.